delicious. Hi everybody, if you follow me on Tumblr, holla. If you are my friend on Facebook, again, that's probably why you're watching this. But for anyone who doesn't know me or hasn't read this stuff before, my name's Spencer, and I am studying sex and gender and that kind of stuff. I'm in university, and I just figured I would make some sort of YouTube channel to try and discuss the questions I get and the topics I want to talk about. It sounds really, really self-important, actually. But I think everybody should do this, you know? Like, speak your truth, be real, go on YouTube, why not? Anyway, I'm going to start off with questions. I get a lot of questions from Tumblr. Actually, the only questions I get are from Tumblr. So, let's open up Tumblr. Oh, of course. Campus Wireless is really, really great. Wow. This is taking forever. First question. I've been in a relationship with my boyfriend since we graduated high school, and we've been doing really, really well for about 6 months now. And before him, I've dated other guys for long periods of time. I enjoy sex with my boyfriend, but I feel like I might enjoy a sexual experience with a woman. I don't want to break up with my guy, so how do I accommodate this, or should I? Is it worth exploring, or is it crazy? If you're thinking of responding with threesome, it's another question for him. What do I do? One, you're not crazy. And I'm only going to answer this as if I were you, because, I mean, like, I can't speak to your circumstance. But if I were in a situation like this, I would probably, and I'm only going to answer this as if I were you, because, I mean, like, I can't speak to your circumstance. But if I were in a situation like this, I would probably say to the person, you know what, lately I've been thinking about girls, and see how they respond to that. If you're planning on having this future and this really, you know, extensive relationship with this person, and you want to share everything that you are with that person, part of that's going to be your sexuality. And if your sexuality includes women, let him know. If he's not cool with it, kick him to the curb, go see some ladies, done. A good relationship isn't one where you're constantly worried about having to hide part of yourself from your partner. No. If that's the kind of relationship you want. Explore your sexuality. You're just out of high school. Now's the time to do it. Have your crazy college fun times. I wouldn't worry about anything else. Let your boyfriend know how you're feeling. See how he responds to it. See if he's cool with you maybe staying in the relationship and seeing what's going on outside the relationship. But if not, there's other fish in the sea. So I have two questions. One is, what do you think of fuck buddies? And the other one is, Dear Spencer, big fan, always love your quippy, well thought out answers and advice. Thank you. FWB. No, I'm not swearing at you. Friends with benefits. Does it ever work? I'm currently giving it a try, and it turns out it's not as simple as it seems. My partner, male, and I, female, have been friends for a long time, and recently discovered also have great sex together. Yay! I'm a busy girl, though, and don't want anything more than sex. How can I make sure he doesn't start to develop feelings or try to take things further? Are there some golden rules I forgot to set? Thanks much, and look forward to seeing you on YouTube. Here I am. I think a huge problem with going to a friends with benefits relationship, I'm all for it, by all means. The thing is, people tell themselves, we cannot develop feelings for each other. We cannot. No, it can't happen. We're restricting it from happening. And then if one person begins to develop something, they don't tell the other person, and they continue to be in this damaging cycle of having part of this person and wanting more and never being able to access that. I would say to this person, listen, if we end up having feelings for each other, that's fine, but I'm not looking to pursue those feelings. So if you end up starting to feel something, or I do, I think it's fair to both of us if we communicate that and then stop this until we're ready to potentially try it again. You can't control who you love or who you have a crush on or any of this. That stuff just kind of happens. And it's important to acknowledge that it happens and that it might complicate your relationship, and to deal with your relationship if that happens. Does that make sense? Fuck buddies, yes. Really, really good communicating fuck buddies, super yes. And acknowledging the fact that you could become something, you could start to feel something more. Perfection. Anonymous asks, sexiest, most thrilling / exciting place you want to receive a blowjob? I don't know. I would be more excited that I was like in a place and I could do all the other things. The blowjob's secondary. If I could go to a country and receive any sort of anything, if I could be given a lollipop anywhere, I would pick a foreign country and have that experience. Or you know, I'd love to go to BC again, or the Maritimes. Delicious. So any of those places would be the most exciting for me, because after the blowjob I could actually do things that I couldn't do here. Anonymous asked, you're hanging out with people at a friend's party and you hear "that's so gay" or "fag/faggot" come out during a lively/fun conversation. stop. What do you do, especially in that moment? So far, the way I've reacted has been very passive-aggressive. The last time it happened, someone said, blah blah blah, quit being a fag, and I yelled out something like, oh, I know, right? We should probably burn them. And I think they got the hint. So, probably something snarky and sarcastic like that, to point out how stupid they're being, but I mean, I would also, depending on who it is, like if I liked the person, I'd probably just pull them aside and be like, listen, not okay. No thank you. Yeah. Anonymous asks, I can has te butt sex. You can has te butt sex. Just use some lube and be consenting and take your time and enjoy it. Next question. If you were to get intimate with somebody with irregularities / purple superficial condition on their genitalia that they were honest but a little ashamed about, would you still do it? Example, penile papules. I do not think that the color of someone's genitals matters in the slightest. If I had to worry about infection or I had to worry about anything like that, that's a completely different situation. But by all means, like purple or otherwise, if your penis is not going to get me sick, I could care less what color it is. Or like texture, really. No. Come on, let's be real. Genitals are weird. Genitals are spooky little creatures, and I don't care what color or texture they are, because they're freaky no matter what. But love yourself. Oh, we've got a loaded one. Do you think domestic violence has a genderist slant to it, in which only women can be the victims? If a couple is having a physical conflict, both sides equally, and the man strikes the woman back in retaliation, why is he more often charged? I think there's a lot of questions in this. I think this is super loaded, and I'm going to explain it this way. My focus isn't on the act, so like the slap or the punch or whatever violence was enacted, either way. What's important is the power behind that. With whatever assault is happening, a power system is being enforced. Someone is being policed. Someone is being kept in a role. When a woman hits a man, think about what's being fought for. And when a man hits a woman, think about what is being fought for, right? It is the case that men are using this violence as a tool to exert power over women. That is why men are being charged. I would say really resist the urge to feel like men are being misrepresented. If it is disproportionately men who are using violence as a way to maintain power over women, then it should be disproportionate that they are convicted of these crimes. If you don't agree with me, by all means, post below, and I still have a lot to learn, but to me it makes sense, I guess. This is a really loaded one. Ugh. That's all the questions I have for today. So if you're interested in submitting a question for me to answer on this channel, you can go to my Tumblr, which is sexwithspencer.tumblr.com, and write me a question in my ask box. That'll be completely anonymous. Or send an email to sexwithspencer@gmail.com. I check that as well. Or comment below with a question or a topic that you'd like me to talk about. Or, you know, just a question, anything, really. I hope all of your orgasms are happy, fun, and consensual, and I will be seeing you all soon. Bye!